So, I was on the internet just going around and I saw this wonderful, wonderful video. It's time lapse of the universe in 10 minutes. Whoa, man. These scientists, they need just 10 minutes. Look at this. Whoa, Big Bang. Wow. Wow. Can't believe it. And just like that, you have a universe. No God needed. No God needed. Just Big Bang. A little fact about that Big Bang. It's actually tiny. Look at it. Look. It's actually tiny. Tiny, 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 and it's exploding for 100 million years. Can you imagine that? What scientist tested that to call it science? I mean, you have nothing and nothing explodes. Did you even see nothing? Let alone see nothing explode. Let alone see nothing that is exploding, making a universe. That's like 3 levels beyond what you never saw, and they call it science. Imagine that. This science is something, I'm going to tell you that. They just can't say they don't know. That's not the point, What they are doing here is brainwashing you. Hence the music. They are teaching you this at schools, everywhere. Little do you know, Big Bang theory that became science. If you read books, ask them, it's a theory, but we take it seriously. It's science. Well, it's actually a religious story. There is nothing scientific about it. A French guy that was into Vatican Church proposed it first. Then another priest from Vatican Church worked on it, and he just came and presented it to Einstein, and that's how we got it. Basically what they did is paid Einstein to invent some math to support this. It wasn't science before that, and it wasn't science then. It was just some math. And it's not even Einstein who did the math. It's his wife. His wife Mileva. So there is a lot of story behind this. Even more story than they have just showing the universe with it. There is a lot more where that came from. So what you are looking here is Vatican Church story. I know you don't believe me, but you don't even know that 50% of telescopes in the world are owned by Vatican. Maybe you're now starting to believe me. Yes, it's Vatican. It's a religious story. Now, what I don't get in that story is why would Vatican invent a story that has no God in it? That never really added up, didn't compute, but maybe there are different fractions inside Vatican, I don't know. But some of them did that. You can find out their names. They talked to Einstein. There are pictures. They took pictures together and all of that. They ordered it, and Now it's science. Now they teach you this at school. Well,
What a magnificent sight it would be.
maybe we should turn our brains on now and just take a look at this. So we have a Big Bang. Big Bang that is actually tiny. It's smaller than a atom. It's smaller than a proton. It's tiny. And it explodes into all of this dust. 600 million years ago, after that, we get stars. Here is star, here is star, this is a planet. And now we have a lot of stars. Gravity makes that. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. How does a huge cloud have gravity? And not just like in all of it, in just one little section of it making a star. How is that possible? You need a huge thing to have gravity. But this dust that you are looking at, it's not even like dust on Earth. That's not that dust. We are not talking about that. This is like molecular dust. This is like atomic dust. And as you well know, not even dust, molecular particle dust has gravity, let alone atomic dust. So how do you have a star? How do you get gravity? How do you get a planet from something that doesn't have gravity? So in this universe, they are talking about here that Vatican invented. There is no gravity yet. We have no gravity here. Here we already have stars and we have gravity. So it's like two different pictures just slapped together. It just doesn't work that way, you know? First, science doesn't come from priests. Secondly, you don't order it. Inventors or people who discover it, scientists discover it. You don't order it. Well, today you do, because it's all fake. But usually that's not how it works. The act of discovery is artistic act, you know? You cannot learn in school how to discover something. If you could, then it wouldn't be a discovery. So it wasn't known. So you can't learn how to find out something that you don't know about. You see? So a discovery, like Big Bang, if we can call that discovery, I wouldn't call that discovery, it's total imagination. It's actually act of God. It's actually artistic act, like a sculpture. It wasn't there, now it's there, because of me. Not because of school, not because of society or anything, because of me and who I am, who created me. You know the story. So it's a, if you don't believe in God, it's an artistic, personal act, has nothing to do with school. And if you do believe in God, it's totally act inspired by God. And wise people would say, it's not me, God did it through me. But I'm not talking about Vatican here, you know. So what we have here is our little universe. They have it all nailed down in 10 minutes, you know. They have dust. Dust doesn't have gravity, but you know, doesn't matter. That dust makes stars. And basically, if you ask me, planets come before stars. In this video, planets come after stars. But if you think about it, if dust condenses and makes a star, planet is smaller, so it will make a planet first. But Nothing makes sense here. So okay, fine. You get stars, then you get planets. Okay. And now you even have black holes. Why would you even need black holes? They didn't explain here why do you have black holes. Why do you need them? They just put them in there. Well, I happen to know why there are black holes in there. Because none of this works. None of it works. If you do the observation, do the math, nothing works. So they needed something extra, something so strange that they can basically, whatever happens in the universe, yeah, it's a black hole thing. Yeah, there's a black hole there and it's doing that, you know. So they needed it because of that. And not even that did the thing. After that, they needed 10 more things that don't exist to make it all work, and it still doesn't work. You know why it doesn't work? Because it's not science. It's Vatican story. And now they are presenting you with this black hole. Did you ever stop and think about this black hole? Do you know how big is a black hole? They call it supermassive, mega, ultra giga massive black hole. Do you know how big it is? It's actually very small. It's so small, it doesn't even have a volume. So imagine a tennis ball or a ping pong ball, like table tennis ball. That's like huge for a black hole. Look at this, how does this look? It's the size of a planet, isn't it? Well, wrong. It's actually smaller than an atom. Atom has volume. Black hole doesn't. It's basically like a Big Bang. It doesn't have a volume at all. How about mass? How heavy is a black hole, I ask you? What's its mass? It's a super mega massive black hole, isn't it? Look at it dancing there. How big is that? It's how massive? Is it like 100 stars massive? 1,000 stars massive? No. It's infinitely massive. There is no end to its mass. So you have infinitely massive object and you get gravity from mass. What's the gravity of the black hole? Well, you don't need a lot of brains to figure that one out. It's infinite. Infinitely strong gravity. What's the reach of infinitely strong gravity? Well, it's infinite, isn't it? Infinite reach. So if it is an infinite gravity and you have a black hole like this in that universe, what will happen with the universe? Well, they say not even light can escape. That's true, but also not even universe and anything or nothing in it can escape it. Everything that would exist in that universe with that black hole in it would be that black hole and nothing else, not even a photon of light. And that would be your universe. Of course, you know, in our universe there are thousands of black holes. This doesn't make sense because even one would eat up all of the universe. Thousands of them would eat up each other first and then the rest of the universe. But when these guys talk without me explaining your stuff, you just believe it all. You just suck it up. I know how it goes. I know. I know they play your music, play your CGI, talk smooth, hand waving, and you just buy it all. Actually, you pay to watch it. These lies, these propaganda programs, you pay for it to watch it. That's how it goes, you know. But okay, this CGI is not all that bad. It's lovely CGI. It's great, wonderful. If we are looking at it from a CGI perspective, you know, you should pay to watch it. at least in some quality, not like this. But you know, so basically what's going on here is nothing. They have problems from start to the end and everywhere in between. Nothing works. Nothing. Planet forming, star forming, universe forming, you name it. Nothing works. It has logical flaws. And all of it is made by Vatican. And you didn't know that. You didn't even know that they have 50% of Earth's telescope and largest ones are theirs. It's their story. I'm telling you, this is not science, it's Vatican. And basically what they are trying to do is show you that universe is violent, that there is no God, that you should be afraid, stand in line, sheep, or an asteroid will come down, and if Bruce Willis doesn't go up there with a rocket, NASA rocket and Vatican rocket, you are dead. That's what they are telling you. You need us. Shut up. Stay at your home and just pay us dues, whatever. Give us your money, give us your freedom, give us your brain. We will tell you what's true. Basically, that's what they are doing. If they introduced God there, well, God doesn't make that kind of universe where you should be afraid. God makes wonderful universe, plentiful universe, with absolute abundance and security for all. That doesn't work, then you wouldn't listen to them. So basically, that's what they are doing. If you believe this stuff, well, maybe you didn't have a choice. Now you have a choice. Why you have a choice? Because I'm here. I'm actually not from this planet. This is Earth. I'm not from Earth. I will tell you later where I'm from. For now, let me just tell you, I was in space. I saw it all. I can tell you what's going on. I can tell you what's not going on. And if you care to listen, you will learn a lot. So, join us next time when we actually start talking about space stuff. For now, we just went over what your science is telling you, and it's more than stupid. It's just a myth. There are very wonderful creation myths, even from Vatican, like the one in Bible. It's very nice. It's beautiful. You know the creation story, Adam and Eve and stuff. It's just wonderful story, you know, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with 1001 creation stories. They are all important, except if the purpose of it is to brainwash you, like the case here. And if it's wrong, most of the creation myths on this planet are not wrong. They are in metaphorically speaking, you know. It's kind of if you are trying to explain something to someone that doesn't really know what you are talking about, it's like metaphorical, but it's not wrong. I've seen a lot of creation myths. I heard a lot of creation myths. We will go over them, and they are practically not wrong. Especially, sorry. Every kid likes Egyptian, ancient Egypt and ancient Egyptian religion and magic and everything, mummies and all. Every kid loves that. Why do they love it? Because it has some charm, it has some truth in it, you know. It's something. It's not a stupid Vatican idea. It's very substantial. It has something in it, and Egyptian creation story, it's just wonderful if you know what they are talking about. But most of people don't know what they are talking about, but you know, maybe we can make an episode about that. And I'll talk with you later. Stay healthy, be fine, and turn on your brain. Okay?